So here's the truth. I'm probably never going to tell you that I love you. What's up, y'all? My name is Trevor and I want to welcome you to Durag Thoughts. And this space exists as a space where we can talk about topics that challenge perspectives and others that give hope to the marginalized and oppressed. And today we're going to be talking about the concept of the term love and why I'll probably never tell you that I love you. So growing up in American Christian culture and American culture in general, we see the use of terms like love and best friend and sister and all these different things used pretty freely. And for good reasons. In American Christian church culture, you see in the Bible the use of brother and sister and love, a pretty, free amount. A lot of times you see those things kind of pop up. And then American culture in general, it's just become a part of the culture, and that's great for some people, but I'm not really interested in using these terms flagrantly, and here's why. I think in American culture we have countless words and phrases that we overuse and we misuse. They get to the point to where we have misused them and overused them so much that they start to have very little significance or meaning to them. And I have a huge problem with that because I value words a lot. I value using words intentionally and how words can impact people and so on and so forth. And so we see terms and phrases like GOAT or best friend or you're the best even just used to the point where they just don't have meaning a lot of times in conversations and in context. And I'm not really down with making words, start to mean nothing. There's this concept in what I believe is Taoist thought. I learned about this in my world religions class when I was in college, where there's this very, very intentional use of words. For instance, if you were to call someone the greatest at something, you can now no longer call anyone else the greatest at that because you have put them on that echelon. Now, you can have different variants within that. They could be the greatest for this time period or whatever. And then someone else comes in and is even greater than them. But they use words very intentionally to kind of give that significance, because you think about it, if everyone is the greatest, no one can be. And I've really, really latched on to this concept because I, again, really value the intentional use of words and I want my words to have meaning. I want when people hear what I have to say to them for those things to be taken, as truth, as serious, like that they can really hold some value in those things. So I don't necessarily go as far as the Taoist thought goes, but I've always kind of been in a process of really wanting my words to be meaningful. And so that was just kind of a solidifying agent for me that this was something that I wanted for myself. So when it comes to how I use words, and specifically how I use the term love, I don't use love flagrantly for a few reasons. One, I believe that love is a term of commitment. To tell someone that you love them is this idea that no matter what goes down in life, whatever, trials and tribulations they face, whatever is happening, you have their backs. You're going to stand with them. You're going to be, someone who's around and supporting and all of those different things through whatever attention you have or whatever else that's within your relationship. And I don't think that this is this thing that we just give to people when we enjoy the warm feeling that we have around them in the first, few months or whatever else that we've met them and have never actually felt any sort of tension in our relationship. And a lot of times you'll see people use the term love, and then you have some sort of tension in a friendship or whatever else, and then the friendship dissipates. And I have to ask the question, I beg the question, was that really love in the first place. Number 2, my dad walked out on me when I was a kid. And so that gets pretty deep, but for me, a term of love really has significance. If you tell someone that you love them, there are responsibilities that come with that. There are actions that come with that. I've had close friends, I've heard friends tell other people that they've loved them. And in both of those scenarios, seen people walk out when stuff kind of hits the fan. And I'm just not about that. I don't think that that's love at all. And so when we are using the term love, I think that there's a follow through that must happen. And number 3, I believe that our language is really limited in this space in the terms of love. In English, we have this one blanket statement for what we call love. And we have to kind of figure out through nuance and context what this love actually means, and it's messy and it's muddy, and I'm not really a fan of that. Now, if you look in the Greek, there's actually 6 words for the term love. And I kind of want to run through a couple of those actually. You have eros. Eros is the sexual or passionate love. It's the type of love that makes you do crazy things. It's a really, really powerful love, even a love that they were kind of afraid of, and it was actually given a negative connotation in the time. This is where we get our term erotic from. And then there is philia, which is where we get the city of Philadelphia from, the city of brotherly love. And so that probably gives you a little bit of hint of what it's about. It's this brotherly or sisterly or sibling-like love. It's the love that one has between their friends or comrades in arms. It's this love that is sacrificial and loyal, and one's like a type of love that you're sharing your emotions and confidence in one another. It's a love that sustains in, a series like, we're brothers and sisters, and that's that type of love that we see. And then there is ludus, and ludus is a playful love. So this is the type of love that you'll see with kids who every single kid in their class one week is their best friend, and they might like this friend this week and then they hate them the next week. It's that sort of love. It's that playful love, or it's playful love in the context of like a romantic interest. It's a flirty type of love. It's not really committed. It's kind of like infatuated. And then we have agape, which is probably a term of love that many of you have heard before. And this is the selfless love. This is the self-giving love. This is the love that we see from Jesus on the cross, dying for the sake of humanity. It's a love that says, I'm going to give out to my family. I'm going to give out to my friends. I'm going to give out to others. I'm going to count others more significant than myself. And so we kind of see that. Then number 5 is pragma, which is long-standing love. So this is the type of love that we see through, a 50-year-old, married couple, or a marriage that has lasted 50 years rather. We see this love that makes compromises in order for, the love to be strengthened and to last. It's the love that continues to go on, is this commitment type of love. And then we have this last one, which I have no clue if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but it's philautia. And philautia is self-love. And unhealthily, philautia can be a narcissistic love or self-absorbed love, can be something that is really not that great for us. But then in the healthy side of philautia is rather a self-care type love, because when you love yourself well, you have the capacity to love others well. And so we see that there within that context of love. And so in English, we don't have this scope of language. I've even joked with friends before that when someone tells me that I love them, that I'm just gonna use a Greek word. Like if somebody who I knew for, a couple weeks, like I'm playing basketball or something, and they're like, and I don't play basketball, I don't know why I said that, but if we're playing Smash Bros, because I play Smash Bros, and they're like, yo man, I love you, I'd be like, oh yeah, I ludus you, bro. Like for real, like say something like that, because I don't have commitment to you. I've known you for a couple weeks. I don't even know anything about you at this point. You could be the most problematic individual that I've ever met in my life, and I don't have a commitment to you yet. We gotta go through some stuff. We gotta see some stuff. We gotta like learn about each other before I'm going to assign or give out love for myself that is telling you that I'm committed to you. But since our language is so limited, I just simply choose to be really selective with how I use the term love. I'm intentional about who I tell I love and who I don't, because I feel like if I just met you a week ago, I have no real commitment to you yet. Like, we gotta let this cook. We gotta let this stew before I'm anywhere near the space where I'm gonna tell you that I'm here for you through it all, you know? And I want people to know, like, when I use love, that this means something. Like, I'm gonna rock with you. Like, if you don't rock with me, I'm still probably gonna rock with you. And there might be a point where stuff gets cut down, but I'm gonna do all that I can to show you that I'm there for you. You know, I'm gonna stay around and I'm gonna have those intentions. And so if I don't have any history with you, or even if I do have a history with you, I've known you for a couple of years, but we've never really been close. We've never really rocked together super close. I don't really have a reason to give out that sense of commitment. And I want people to know that when I do use the term love, that it is a term of commitment. So I'm gonna show love to everyone though. You know, Jesus calls us to show love. And so I'm going to be intentional about, you know, doing the action, you know, the agape, the selfless love I'm going to do, but I'm not going to necessarily love everyone, like as in commitment within myself, you know? So I just want to challenge you all, you know, when you use your words, to consider how you use the term love and what you mean by using the term love in your life, because flagrant use of powerful terms render them meaningless. So what do y'all think about this topic? What do y'all think about the use of love? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, hit that little bell situation so that you can hear and get notifications about all the videos that are upcoming. Comment below this video, like I said, subscribe, like, share, all them different things. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Be easy.